Alexander, Director of Vandy Grove Recreation Center. And I want to share something with you guys. That last week I did a life skill with 40 kids, all under the age of 13, from 6 to 12. These kids were 6 to 12. And I gave them all a piece of paper and a crayon. And I asked them to write down a number from 1 to 4. And I told them on number 1, write down something that you love. And they all wrote down something they love. Then on the second line, I asked them to write down something else that they love. They said, it's not fair. Then they wrote it down. I said, now the third one's going to be a little tricky. Write down something else. They're like, what? Not kidding. So they wrote it down, all the way down to number 4. Then I asked them, I said, now you have to learn how to sacrifice something. Now you're going to have to learn the value of something. Take something that you love off. Take it off. I don't want to take off my shoes. I'm hearing it all. I'm hearing money and everything else. But I'm going to skip everything if everybody took it off. When we discussed what people had left, these kids had their parents, their mothers and their fathers. And that spoke volume to me. Because no matter what we do, no matter what we set up in front of them, if we don't reach their parents to change some things in their life not going to change. Because they always going to be pushing for their parents. As a young man, I'm always looking out for grandma. And I'm always looking out, and that's not going to change. We got to reach these parents. Just want to share that, because we got to reach these parents.
Announcement, because I think everybody kind of knows what we do. I'm Willie Flowers with the Park Heights Community Health Alliance. We grow food on like almost 2 acres of land, basically in 3 sections of Park Heights. We're doing our Brassica Festival that's like a culmination of everything we've done this year. We're happy to report that we've produced probably 10,000 pounds of food. We have a few CSA members here. And Mr. Brooks works at the Farm Market with us in the summertime. But our Brassica Festival is basically a community conference on food. It's also an opportunity so you can get guidance on how to do your own garden or to connect with any way that creates an alternative food system, because the reality is, despite the celebration of McDonald's up there, the reality is that it's a little exciting. But the reality is we live in a kind of a nutrient deficient community. And what we've created with our alternative to that will save you money and give you nutrient-rich food. And we want to try to expand that. So that's kind of what the festival is about. One part of the festival that you'll like is that we do what we call Be Wild, Be Here, Bring Your Own Brassica. And it's a recipe contest. So if you bring a recipe, it'll be judged based on the food, and you can win a prize. So if you have time Saturday, please come by, and we invite everybody out. So I have the flyers here. I want to thank Neighborhoods United for having us put out the word. It's on Saturday morning. We open up at 9 and it goes until 5. There are panel discussions and speakers throughout the day. Our highlighted keynote speaker is kind of the brother who kind of brought, he had a lot to do with expanding urban gardening in Park Heights. His name is Denzel Mitchell. And he went from, I forgot. So he went from kind of growing food in his backyard to, he even had a garden. He did he did a lot with teaching young people about the significance of urban gardening. He has a very powerful voice on the front of doing the work about food access and sustainability. So please come out and check us out. And if you need a flyer, I have them here.
Willie with the Health Alliance right there on Park Heights, at the beautiful building on Park Heights Avenue.
Good evening, neighbors, I should be saying. At one time, I lived on Virginia Avenue in Park Heights many years ago, and I was in 1978. I was the director of community development for the Park Heights Community Corporation, for 3 years, so from 78 on till 81. And so I'm with you in more than spirit, knowing that you're here tonight primarily because you care. If you didn't care, you wouldn't be here. And we talk about unity, and unity is based on a willingness to not always point fingers, but it's based on an understanding that we don't always agree on strategies and tactics, but we agree on the basic goals to nurture our children, families, and communities the best way we can. So we're always searching for common ground. I'm the president and founder of the Roots of Scouting organization, Roots of Scouting Incorporated. We're in our 36th year. I asked our Scoutmaster here to be with us tonight from Central Baptist Church. You want to stand and introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Clifton Sherrod, Senior.
Clifton Sherrod, Senior, Deacon at Central Baptist.
Scoutmaster for PAC Troop 667 and PAC 594. We
Let me just say briefly, because you don't have all night, and I know somebody look
carry
hungry,
on.
that the Roots of Scouting is an organization, and some of us are still members and will always be members of Boy Scouts of America. But Roots of Scouting focuses on a lot of different diversities, including economic development. We have a Armed Forces and Veterans Committee. We have a committee that is dealing with gardening and farming and education. We have a scholarship fund. It is a membership organization, but you don't have to be a member to come to our meetings. We meet on the third Monday of every month. We're meeting this Monday, the 21st, at 7 o'clock at the Church of St. Cecilia from 7 to 9. So we have an African Heritage Honors Luncheon Committee. We consider ourselves to be Pan-Africanists, but anybody of any race, creed, or culture who embraces our goals that speak to the benefit of our youth and families, we'd like to have you on board with us. So that's all I want to say to you. We will support you and interact with you in any way possible, any way we can utilize our families and community, because we're one city, and we are one city. And we're going to continue to be one city by virtue of the willingness and dedication of people like yourselves. And I find critically important recruiting people to this group, Communities United. I remember Miss Earlise Mitchell, your mama. I remember her very well back then. Outstanding leader. And I didn't know, I knew George. They said George, and I said George. I didn't realize that Earlise was his mother until here a year or so ago. But I'm saying to you, it runs in the blood, it's in the blood, but you got to bring people to the meetings. You talk about recruitment. If you don't grab nobody by the hand, or anybody by the hand and bring them to the meeting, whether they're young or old, the organization can't grow. And I find that true in my organization as well. So keep up the fight, be determined, hold your elected officials accountable, because what they promise you they have to deliver on, or you give them the foot if they don't do it. It doesn't mean you hate anybody. It means that you love them and you are demanding what your taxes pay for. God bless you and keep up the good work. Hope you can make it Monday, or anyone else. I do have a few brochures if anybody's interested in being better informed about us.
Thank you, Mr. Burrows. Mr. Burrows is also on
AM radio. We're on from 11:30 a.m. until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's the same show that Larry Young is senator on, or same station, 1010. And I'm one of the co-anchors at the Patrick Henderson show, Meet the People. An old big mouth that I am, I'm on a lot of people's shows, but I'm on that show regularly. But I'm an activist and consider myself a community organizer who's about the business of being serious about our survival. God bless you.
Thank you.
And I did absolutely nothing because I was afraid. And about 2 weeks later, the church was broken into and they took, I believe, TVs and some other furniture. All it took was for me to make that phone call. And I said many a days when I passed by there that I was going to contact the minister, but I never did. And I felt really, really badly about that when I heard about the break-in on TV. The second thing that I would like to briefly talk about or share with you about volunteering. Everyone says that they want to help children, they want to help. How is it that you help? I decided what I wanted to do, what I was good at, and then I did it with someone that I admired what they were doing, and I called them up and said, Willie, I'm retiring, I have 20 hours a week, I just need food and a bus pass. And so I not only put in 20 hours, sometime probably in the garden I put in maybe like 100 or 200 hours. I'm good at finding people jobs. I love it, I'm good at it, I'm willing to do it. George and I were talking about it, and he wanted to hire me to do a job fair. And I said, no, it's no way that I do absolutely nothing, and I'm gonna charge you for a job fair. I love doing it. So I would like to encourage people, even if you have an hour or 2 hours, volunteer at some community organization. And since we all love Park Heights, that's what I chose to do, and that's what I would like to encourage you to do as well. And Mr. Brooks, I worked with him at the farmer's market, and I am just out there working because I know that's what I should be doing.
Thank you so much. Manetta.
I'm so excited to be here and to hear about what's happening in your community. I'm Natalie Hart. I teach nursing at Coppin State University. I'm here because I teach and I get to see students learning about healthcare and helping folks that are going into hospitals and other places for care. But what I care about, in addition to teaching, and I love that, but what I care about is healthcare and healthcare in the community. So I'm so happy to be able to come here and just say once again, some of you may have been here the last time that I was here, I believe that was in September, I think it was October. But what I'm wanting to do is to offer health education of any type. And I know you say, be more specific, tell us what you want to do, and I'll tell you very quickly. But first I want to say, I want to offer whatever you feel like you need. And I have to say thank you just very quickly to, first of all, Ms. Simon, Betsy Simon, because I worked with her for a while at the Zeta Center, doing just what I said, bringing health education, because that's what I love to do. And then I asked her to help me expand so that I could bring opportunities to other parts of the community. So then Mr. Mitchell got connected with him. And so I'm just so excited to be here and to say to you, I hope that I will be able to get more information about what you're interested in. But first, what I'm going to do that's very practical now, because I've been saying for a bit, I want to bring you health education, it's been general. So know that I'm willing to bring whatever you want, but I'm very much concerned about our youth, our young people, and their relationships. And I don't hear much talk about that, but it's very important, people. It really is important that our children hear from us and from their parents that, you have to be safe, you have to be healthy as you're learning how to interact with each other.